Hello. Right, we've done it. We've been at the Halo meeting, you've seen the companies, you've got excited by one or two of them, you've filled in the feedback forms. What next? Well, this is where it gets even more interesting. We take those feedback forms and we join up by email only all of the angels and guest angels with each of the companies they're interested in. So immediately the companies are able to get in touch with you, although we don't give them your phone numbers, only your email address. And as you know, at each meeting you will see that there's already a day set up whenever there's going to be follow-up meetings. Now these are not investment meetings, these are a chance to go and talk to the company and find out a bit more of the detail, because we don't let the companies give you too much information, too much detail in the main meeting. The meetings would be too long. So the angels who are interested, at least to take a second look, will come along. And it's a number of advantages for you. First, you can come in one day and see a couple of the companies you're interested in. Secondly, you can talk to the other angels and you can all collectively ask questions of the company. And that's really useful because the other angels will think of questions to ask and areas of weakness and areas to probe that maybe you won't. So there's strength in working together. And you'll also start to see who the other angels are, what way they work, and see if you're comfortable to work alongside with them. Because ultimately, angel investing is about working in teams. Working on your own is much more difficult. So these meetings are designed to allow you to take things to the next stage. We at Halo will facilitate them, but we don't actually run them as such. It's up to the companies. And they'll often provide you with extra information, accounts, and that type of thing. And then after that, you can take it from there as you see fit. What we also find is that quite a few angels will come to a meeting. They'll see maybe 2 or 3 or 4 companies that are interesting. And then they'll go away and think about it. And that's fine. But many find it very useful then a couple of days later to go onto the video website and recap the companies they're interested in. Just do a little bit of revision. And it's interesting, they tell us that whenever they do that, they often see stuff that they maybe didn't stay with them in the night. Sometimes it's helpful, sometimes it puts them off. So many angels will use the video site as a way of, if you like, reducing the number from maybe 3 or 4 they're interested in to maybe 1 or 2. Now, you don't have to do it like that, but that's the way a lot of people work. And then after that, there are a number of things that can kick in. The Halo EIS fund may become involved. But generally what we find is that if the company is going to start going somewhere, then 1 or 2 angels will tend to come forward and take the lead. There are a lot of things that Halo can do at that stage. We have standard forms that can be used to term sheets and things like that to bring the deal together. Some angels will bring in their accountants. Others will say, well, it's not that much money in the general scheme of things. I'll do it myself. Whatever way you want to work it. And also angels will very often go and visit the company. Visit some of their customers. There's all sorts of things you can do, and how much due diligence, how much work and looking into the company you do is really up to you. So the process, as you can see, is a little bit more vague, slightly less defined, and it will depend on the grouping that comes together. But the really important thing is that you fill in at the meeting what companies are interested, and that you do go and meet the companies afterwards. I really must emphasize that. There's nothing worse than filling in the forms and saying we're interested and then not replying to the emails about the meetings and the companies don't know if you're coming. If you are interested in the companies, please go to the meetings. You're not committing yourself to anything, it's just finding out more information. That's how the process works. If you want to speak to any of us, Richard or myself are very happy to talk you through this, but really it's work with other angels and learn from what they're doing.